Hello, spiders of the interwebs. My name is Sean Skellington, and welcome to the Haunted World of Waco. Waco is known for a lot of crazy events in history, but what you may not know is it's one of the most haunted cities in all of Texas. And when I hear about ghost stories from Waco, I used to think that they took place out in the woods, in the sticks, or buried under the manicured lawns of beautiful places like Woodway. But I was wrong. The real blood is poured right into the concrete of high society. Get your backpack, because we're heading to Baylor. We're going to the Armstrong Browning Library. Let's talk about the location where this ghost is haunting. The Armstrong Browning Library. It is an opulent temple. It houses the world's largest collection of Victorian Romance poetry. It is immaculate. Stained glass windows, Italian marble, exotic wood, like no expense spared. Real fancy shit, right? But what they don't print in the shiny, glossy brochures they hand out to the freshmen that come there to study is the body count it took to build it. Now, when they were constructing this building, it was the early 1950s. And let's be honest, job sites back then were death traps. We all saw the videos, people walking on steel beams with no safety harnesses, smoking unfiltered cigarettes. You know, it was the Wild West. And no one was safe. Let's talk about our ghost, the preacher. On this fateful day, our preacher was working on the infrastructure of the building. He was in the elevator shaft at the bottom doing some electrical maintenance. Unbeknownst to him, just a few stories above was the cab. And in one instantaneous, catastrophic moment, the elevator cab plummeted down and crushed our preacher between the heavy steel and the cold, dark concrete. It was a total and utter bloodbath.
Squish.
Can you believe they just mopped him up and kept fucking building the building? Humanity and compassion is just a phony mask slapped on a meat grinder in our society. Now, all these decades later, students still report to this day when they go to study inside the library that the elevator has a mind of its own, that the lights will turn on, that the cab will travel between floors, clunking, with the doors opening, exposing nobody in the cab. Security guards have also been reported to turn in their resignations due to paranormal activity. They hear screams, they hear moans, they hear screeches, metal grinding. They've opened the doors, they've shined their flashlights down to the bottom to see nothing but darkness. Now, you can visit this elevator. It is still a functional elevator. The one that killed the preacher is still there to this day. Come to Waco, Texas, go to the Baylor campus, visit the Armstrong Browning Library, walk right in there, hit the button, and you can step on the cab. You could feel the spooky vibes for yourself. It should be noted that even though the story has been told consistently for decades, there's no historical records from back then of the preacher or his death. Not that they were known for meticulously keeping records back then. But also, as recent as 2015, there was an exact similar death that occurred on the Baylor campus, where another electrician was crushed by an elevator. Baylor, what the fuck's going on here? So that is the story of the preacher and the elevator. Come hang out with me next time where I will dig up another ghost story from one of Texas's most haunted cities. Stay tuned, stay weird, stay spooky. Boom.